Hello, my name is Rosanamod and welcome to the rosanamod podcast. Want to modify your life? That is corny, but I'm going to keep it in there. This variety show brainstorms solutions for everyday challenges, unlocks your secret potential, think outside the box with creative ideas that improve your business and your life. Get inspired with special guests, get motivated with how-to projects for the whole family, and learn that life is too short for anything less than being happy. Laugh with me or at me, it doesn't matter. Somebody's going to laugh. Hey everybody, this is Rosanamod and welcome to the rosanamod Variety Pod. This is episode 43, episodio 43, for all of my Latinos amigos out there. Today, I am going to read off the Zodiac, your signs, and a little advice for each sign from me to you. The first one, I'm going to go in order. The first one is Aries. All right, March 21st to April 19th are your birthdays. Between those days, if you were born then, you are an Aries. You are a ram, not an actual ram, you're a human. Hopefully you are not really a ram, because if you were a ram, I would wonder how you would be listening to this. That sounds weird. Your planet is Mars. Your color is red. You are a fire sign. And your stone is a bloodstone. Okay, so I'm going to read off some 6 positives and 6 negatives to each of these signs. Now for Aries, your positives are you're adventurous, you're brave, you're energetic, you're positive, you're passionate, and you're honest. Your negatives are you're arrogant, you're stubborn, impulsive, blunt, temperamental, and you're not organized. So if you know an Aries and that describes them, then I'm right on the money. The second one is a Taurus, April 20th and May 20th, which is represented by the bull. Your planet is Venus. Your color is green, and you are an earth sign. Your stone is a sapphire and a jade. You are loyal, generous, dependable, down to earth, very patient, and financially stable. The negatives are you are stubborn, you're self-indulgent, you're lazy, or you can be if you're left with no chores to do. You're materialistic, and you are possessive and jealous. All right, the next one is Gemini, and they were born between May 21st and June 21st. You are twins. Your planet is Mercury. Your color is yellow. You are an air sign. And your stones are agate and red fire quartz. Positives are versatile. You're enthusiastic. You're intellectual. You're soft-spoken, optimistic, and very curious. I don't know how I would take that, but let's just leave it there. Negatives are inconsistent. You're superficial. You lack decision-making. You lack direction. And you're anxious. Next one is Cancer. From June 22nd to July 22nd, you are a crab. Your planet is the moon. Your colors are white and silver. You are a water sign, and your stones are emerald, moonstone. The positives are creative. You're spontaneous, loyal, emotional, family-oriented, and understanding. Your negatives are moody, pessimistic. You tend to be clingy. You're over-emotional. You're suspicious, and you're very unforgiving. Leo is next. July 23rd to August 22nd, you are a lion. Your planet is the sun, or really, it's not really a planet, is it? You are gold color. Your sign is from fire, and your stones are onyx and gold. Positives are kind, generous, energetic, optimistic, loyal, and honest. Your negatives are stubborn, egotistical, possessive, dominating, impatient, and arrogant. They are dominated by their hair. So Leos are pretty easy to find. They got the big hair going on. Another one is Virgo, August 23rd to September 22nd. You are virgin. Probably not now. If you're listening to this, I doubt it. But who knows, right? Your planet is Mercury. Your colors are green and brown. You are an earth sign, and your stones are carnelian, which I have no idea what it is, and Advent, what is that? Carnelian and adventurine. I didn't want to say advent urine. I kept looking at it. It was like, does that say urine? It does, but it's adventurine. So I don't even know what that is. That's funny. Okay. I'm not good with the stones. I don't get into that. The positives on the Virgo are you're watchful, you're intelligent, analytical, reliable, modest, and practical. And your negatives are you're overcritical, you're fussy, you're a perfectionist, you're harsh, judgmental. The next one is a Libra, September 23rd to October 23rd, and you're represented by the balance or the scales. Your planet is Venus. Your colors are pink and blue, and you are an air sign. Your stones are peridot or peridot and jade. Positives are likable, fair, diplomatic, tactful, loving, and optimistic. Your negatives are you're superficial, you're detached, you're unreliable, indecisive, lazy, and unemotional. Scorpions are next, October 24th to November 21st. You are represented by the Scorpion, obviously. The planet is Pluto. Color is black. You're a water sign, and the stones are beryl and rose quartz. Positives are you're focused, brave, balanced, faithful, ambitious, and inquisitive. The negatives are you're jealous, you're secretive, you're resentful, you're quite the manipulative person, you're vain, and you are possessive. The next one is Sagittarius, November 22nd to December 21st. You are an archer. Planet is Jupiter. The color is purple. You are a fire sign, and your stones are citrine, topaz, and turquoise. The positives are honest, intellectual, philosophical, passionate, loyal, and brave. And the negatives are blunt, overconfident, impatient, holds grudges, takes too many risks, or aka careless, doesn't like to admit they're wrong. The next one is Capricorn, from December 22nd to January 19th. You are a goat. Your planet is Saturn. Your colors are brown and gray. You're an earth sign. Your stones are ruby, hematite, and onyx. Positives are practical, you're ambitious, you're wise, you're disciplined, you're patient, and you're stable. And the negatives are you're pessimistic, stubborn, you're a workaholic, you don't like change, you're skeptical, and you're opinionated. The next one is Aquarius, from January 20th to February 18th. You are a water bearer. To be honest here, when I saw this written as water bearer, I thought it said water beaver, and I just started laughing out loud. And then I realized, oh, it's bearer, not beaver. What the hell's a water beaver? Who would want to be associated with? That's a terrible animal. But it's really not an animal. It's not all animals. That's like a Chinese thing. These are symbols, not animals. So it's water bearer, okay? And the planet is Uranus, which would be hilarious if it really was a water beaver. Water beaver in a Uranus? Wow. You can't win. Okay. The color is blue, and you're an air sign, and your stones are garnet and silver, which silver isn't technically a stone, but the positives are you're friendly, you're humanitarian, you're independent, you're creative, you're intelligent, and you're inventive. Your negatives are you're unpredictable, you're detached, you're stubborn, you're aloof, inconsistent, and extremist. And the last one is Pisces, February 19th to March 20th. You are a fish. Your planet is Neptune. Your colors are light green. You're a water sign. And your stones are amethyst and chrome, which again, chrome is not a stone, but there you go. Chrome is not a stone. Pa, 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 pa. I just made up that song. Thank you. All right. Positives are you're imaginative, you're kind, you're compassionate, you're sensitive, you're selfless, and you're intuitive. Negatives are oversensitive, lazy, pessimistic, materialistic, indecisive, and you tend to fib a lot. A little bit of advice for each one of you, okay? Well, I'll start with the first one, which is Aries. You're going through a lot of health issues right now. I need for you to really pay attention to your body, and that would be my first advice. As far as anything else goes, until next week, I would say, as far as your money goes, trying to not spend so much money. You are definitely spenders. You like money and you like food, and you have a problem with food, and that's where the health problem comes in. So you're not really taking care of your body. So try to keep your money in check. Try to keep your health in check. And as far as your relationships go, I don't see any problem with your relationship. The only thing I do see is that you tend to be, because of your stubbornness, you tend to kind of close off into yourself, and your thick skull won't allow any type of compromise. So my advice is to compromise a little bit with your partner and try to find a medium ground. Okay, Taurus. Loyal. Actually, Taurus men, believe it or not, are the most loyal in the entire zodiac. Once they fall in love, they don't waver with anyone else, unless the anyone else is more important than the person they're supposed to be loyal to. And because they're stubborn, they refuse to see that wavering is for a reason. All I can say is, as far as your relationships go, you're going to have to stop being so damn stubborn, so self-indulgent, and actually learn to think with your heart instead of your head. Very methodical, and you like to go really slow because you're very patient. So being very patient makes you move slower, and being lazy means if you're not motivated to do something, you just won't do it. You haven't been able to really make that decision yet. Ask yourself, are you willing to lose this person forever? Because that can absolutely happen, because that's really where it is. Okay, your health is very important right now. So try to cut back on a couple of things that you're overindulging in and see how that works for you. See if you can try it for about 30 days. If there's a difference in the way that you feel physically or the way that your body feels physically, because that's important now. If you're older, you know, that's going to take its toll at some point. And as far as finances go, they know money and they're really good with always having money. So the next one is Gemini. Geminis have a tendency to be, you don't have direction. It doesn't mean that you're not ambitious. It just means that you're not really sure, because you can do so many things. You're versatile. So you have so many things that you know how to do, and you're not really sure to focus on one thing. So for you, I would say, as far as the finances department is concerned, stick to the one job that is steady. Stick to the one job that gives you everything that you need, not everything that you want for now. And as far as your relationships go, I see pretty good relationships. I just see some of you seem kind of lonely. I'm feeling that there's a lot of Geminis out there who are single more than they are in relationships. And there seem to be problem with communication. So try to open up a little bit more, Gemini, with your relationships. As far as health is concerned, I see that you're okay. Get the lower halves of your bodies checked. Cancer, the problem that I see with Cancer is you're very cerebral. So you have a lot of issues going on with your head. You're anxious, or you have high anxieties or something. So whatever it is that you're going through there, your health-wise, start listening to my meditations on Mondays, which is Meditation Monday, or listen to any other kind of meditation that relaxes you, and get into yoga, and that'll really help your relaxation of your mind, which is what you need right now. I see the financial future is pretty good for this week. Don't indulge in high-priced things. And your relationship that could be here is that your moodiness gets in the way, because people can't figure out what you're thinking, and they don't know if you're going to snap at them or not. So just try to keep that in control. But I think that if you listen to meditation and you start relaxing your brain and your mind gets calmer, probably that will help the rest of it. Leo, there's a lot of spending going on in all aspects. Families demanding, girlfriends and boyfriends, and I don't know, a bunch of stuff. I see money going out the window that's being spent on things that aren't necessary. So you want to keep that in check this week. As far as your health is concerned, you have a pretty good health. I see you pretty strong. Some things going on as far as your legs. That's weird. As far as the relationships go, relationships have seemed a little rocky. I think that maybe your possessiveness is taking a toll on the other half, and you might want to get that checked and have a conversation with your partner and see, because you're being dominating an alpha in the zodiac sign is not good if the other person is also an alpha. So, I mean, it can work, but it's constant headbutting. So, Virgo, your finances are very clear. You are very good with your money. You don't spend it very much. You're looking for ways to make more money, but you're pretty inventive when it comes to that. You're very careful and detail oriented with your finances, so that's always good. And I see that there's no problems there for this week. Just, refrain from the lottery maybe. Your health is very good. You're having a problem with your skin, and I don't even know where that came from. I pick up things like that when I do these, so just bear with me. As far as the skin is concerned, I would just say to really take care of that and be a little bit more conscious on what it is that you're eating that affects your skin. And if you go outside a lot, try to be mindful of what you put on your skin. Your relationships seem okay. I see, again, like Geminis, a lot of single people out there. Many looking for partners, not really sure where to look. Virgo, I think that you need to get closer to the people that you already know and really pay attention to the ones that are interested that you've been ignoring. Libra, your finances, again, like Virgo, are very good, but you have a tendency to spend money on things that are temporary, like, things that you're not going to use like long term. Your health is okay. I see a problem in a lot of Libras here that are complaining about their chest. Not sure where that's coming from, but please make sure that you watch that and get that checked out. Your relationships seem to be okay. Don't see any problem. You actually have really good relationships. Scorpions, your finances are okay. You're just stressed out and you're paying a lot of money that you don't have for this week. You might find some opportunities in another position or another job that might offer you more money. And I would say if that opportunity comes this week, that you should take that definitely. Your health is pretty good and you are very careful with what you're eating. And the relationships, a lot of single Scorpions over there. You are, though, reminiscent and missing your ex. Let that one go. And even if there is a connection with maybe children or something, or you're divorced or whatever, and you have children, I think it's just time to move on. And again, look within your scope of people that you work with. I see people at work that might be interested that haven't said anything and you haven't really been paying attention. Sagittarius, the financials are picking up this week, and actually this year for 2021 is very good for Sagittarians. They have a big surprise coming for 2021. The financials, though, do seem to be getting better, and this week, even though you do like to spend money, you also like to save. You need to not spend any money this week, so just try not to spend anything. And as far as your health is concerned, I see, again, very healthy Sagittarians. Your strength is your legs and your thighs, which are sort of like the from the centaur. So that's where the strength comes from for the Sagittarian. It's the thighs and the legs. So that's pretty strong. So you need to pay attention to those, and that includes the knees. So just pay attention to that. Capricorn, you are very ambitious and very workaholic, and that needs to be watched regards to your health. If you have a lot of driving to do, and you'd be very careful with the weather, with the hours that you put in, as if you're feeling headaches, or if you have a bad back, or you have bad legs and you're just working so hard, don't overdo it. But that finances are definitely reflecting, and you're making a lot of money. So that's always a good thing. No need to spend any money this week. There's nothing coming up that needs any attention. Just keep your money for emergencies and stay always prepared. As far as your relationships are concerned, a lot of happy Capricorns out there, and a lot of singles, of course, like the world is, singles and marrieds and whatever, and in the transitions. But I do see a lot of happy relationships, and just keep going with what you're doing. And as far as you're single, if you're looking, I do see that positives are coming, so you just have to be ready. And, sometimes they come when you're not ready, so just be prepared always. Don't walk around in sweatpants, okay? Just stop. Just get ready and just in case. Aquarius, your finances are stable, and if you're living with someone and that helps you, then of course that's even better. You are definitely in the run for a new position or a new title coming up soon. This week, just stay informed and stay aware. You will see some movement this week in your job. As far as your relationship is concerned, relationship sounds pretty good. Everything looks solid. Just be careful and mindful of any inconsistencies or anything that you're not aware of, and just keep your eyes open. As far as anything else is concerned, I really don't see, health-wise, I don't see any problems, but I do see something going on as far as your midsection. I don't know what's in your midsection, but just be careful with that. There could be a problem in there somewhere between your torso, lower torso area. So just be very careful with that. And Pisces is the last one. Finances seem to be rocky right now. You are kind of like in a transitional mode between moving forward and looking for ways to grow in the career that you've chosen, or maybe you're trying to find a transitional change. Whatever it is that you're looking to move to, just go ahead and do it. I would say thumbs up on that idea. Your health is affected by the stress caused by the finances. So be careful with your head. I see a lot of problems with your head area. Just make sure that you relax and meditate, do yoga, do what you need to do to calm down and just slow down. And your relationship seems pretty solid. I don't see any problems with the Pisces relationships here. Okay, well, that's it for tonight. I'm glad that you guys have listened. I hope you join me again next week for your next Zodiac read for the week. Follow me on Instagram at rosanamod. Also, follow me on rosanamod shop on Facebook if you're curious to find my stuff. And also look at my website at rosanamod.com. I have not listed anything new. And yes, that is thunder. I will talk to you all guys soon. I love you very much. God bless you. And what do we say?